for one thing, you might think it's an E-Rev. They haven't said. They haven't given us any specifications, but I absolutely think it's an absolutely dumb idea. I'm sorry. It's a dumb idea. I don't care what you say. Sports cars, electric cars as sports cars is a failing market. Period.
The Ken and Don Show, the automotive podcast.
This is the Ken and Don Show.
I'm Ken.
Right? And I'm Don.
I am the main character in this show.
I named the show because that's how it sounds.
This is my sidekick here. This is my
sidekick.
Okay.
That I named the show. Right. And so, yeah. So, anyway, Ken, without further ado, first question, how do you feel about the LFA and the GR GT? Just tell me. Tell me your first initial thoughts.
Yo, you see the facial expression I got? Bruh, I love it. That Toyota GR GT3 is going to be, for one, a championship winning race car in the World Endurance Championship and IMSA's WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. I believe it's going to win the GT class. It looks like a winner. It's got an okay V8 sound, but it's not anything to remember. But I'm glad it has a V8. And I'm glad it's all Toyota. It's all in-house. And it looks good. It looks every bit as good as I thought it was going to look. It's got a long hood. It has a nice silhouette. It has a nice aesthetic appeal to it. I like the back end and I like the front. It's all original. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, it looks like this car. It looks like that car. It looks like they stole this." You can't nobody say that. Toyota just nailed the design of the car and they did it all in house. And I really do feel like that this car really should have been, if you ask me, in my opinion, it really should have been called the Supra because it's all in house. This is unofficially the Supra.
Okay.
Because
I can get down with that.
The original Supra was a Toyota. This Supra that is on sale now is a BMW Z4. All right.
True that.
But this GR GT3 is a proper Toyota sports car. And it looks good. And it looks original.
True that.
I like the headlights. I like the hood. There's not a angle that has been put wrong on it, in my opinion. I don't know anything about the pricing. We do know it's going to have 641 horsepower V8. And so they're saying that they can chase the 911 Turbo's lap times around the Nürburgring. We'll see about that. But they said it's going to be a proper race car for the streets. So I'm excited to see what it's going to be capable of. And I'm pretty sure, sometime, next year, we're going to get the first driving impressions.
Okay. So let me give you my take. When I first saw it, if I'm going to be honest with you, when I first saw the GR GT, I didn't know what to think, if I'm being honest. I love the mechanical artistry behind it. But when I first saw it, I did not know what to think immediately design-wise. Now, when I saw it, I thought to myself, like, okay, this will be, and by the way, we are on carscoops.com. We have the link in the description below. So when I saw it, I wasn't necessarily enthralled with the visuals. It took a while for me to masticate, to chew on it, to understand the visual aspect of it. And because I wasn't there in the physical, I had to go after photos. But after masticating and chewing on it visually, I love it. I love it. It's one of the most meanest looking things on this planet. It 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 has the aggression that I'm looking for in this particular class. And it's his own car. It doesn't look like anybody else. It
That's the thing I like about it too, and it
yeah,
looks good.
and it look good. It literally has its own brand identity, and I think this was a smart move by Toyota. Now, when it comes to the LFA, we already covered this, and again, we on carscoops.com. We already done
Beautiful,
covered this.
beautiful car, man.
Beautiful,
Like, man,
beautiful car. Love it. Holistically love it. I think the design they nailed it, and I can't wait to see it in the
yeah,
flesh. Right? They nailed it. I
yeah,
love the excuse me. I love the idea of the Asian automakers, right? Particularly Toyota, Hyundai, Kia. They're what they're doing with the four wheels and what they're building upon the four wheels is totally different from their German counterparts, their American counterparts. They're really putting in effort to design their vehicle.
yeah,
And and so and to visually offset them from their counterparts. I love that. I love that about Lexus. I love that about Toyota. That being said, excuse me. That being said, moving on. All right, Kenya, we're gonna do what it do. We're gonna keep it
man.
real. We're gonna
Yo,
keep it real, Kenya.
what you gonna ask me?
Okay, what's your initial thoughts when you first heard the name LFA?
Well,
Do you think it's
I
deserving?
was. I'll say this. I'll say this. If I was just look at the car, I would say, yeah, definitely deserves that title because it has the looks. Lexus put a lot of effort, and they really, like I said, shows you that their design team is very much still alive. And they tried really hard with that Japanese design,
Yeah.
and they really did nail it. So when I first heard, okay, LFA concept, for one thing, I don't I don't think that's what it's going to be called when it makes it to production.
Yeah, that's what
I
it's
could
gonna
be
be
wrong.
called. It's gonna be called the LFA.
Well, if that's what it's going to be called, then I would like to see them confirm that it's called the LFA concept.
No, it's called the LFA. Leave the
It's a
concept out.
concept. Okay, it's
Kenya,
still a concept.
stop. No, no.
It
What?
it,
What?
it
No,
it's
no.
it's
Kenya, the reveal when they revealed the GR GT, the car right beside it, the Lexus. That's how it's going to look.
it's going to
The-
look like that. But I'm
yeah,
saying the
and it's
naming
going to
of the
be
car.
named
I
LFA.
read somewhere where it said it's still in concept form.
No,
It's
they
going to
talking
make it a
about
production,
yeah, and the
but
name is
it
going to be LFA.
okay. We'll see. I'm just saying. I saw LFA concept. I didn't see just LFA. There's a difference. So now, does it deserve that? Initially, I said yes, but upon further reading, I it was claimed that it's an all electric car, and on top of that, they're saying that even though it's on the same platform as a Toyota GR GT3, it's on the same exact chassis,
Mhm.
and this is, but it won't have a V8. It'll be all electric on,
That's not
and
true.
that's when I said absolutely not
That's not
allowed.
true. That's not true.
Absolutely not.
I agree with you,
It does
but
not
that's not
deserve that
Toyota.
title. It
That's
does
not
not.
Toyota, and that's not Lexus. That's not Toyota. That's not Lexus. I agree with you, but I think you're wrong on this. My sources say, my sources say, um, from a Japan automotive magazine, Lexus never said what type of EV it was. They was closed mouth on it. My sources says that it's going to be a E-Rev, meaning for those who don't understand, it's going to be a EV with a engine as a Ranger standard. This is way more a part of Lexus ethos than anything else, right? And think about it. You get 1,000 horsepower or 900 horsepower, something like that, with a range extender. You're looking at 1,000 horsepower with maybe 600 miles of range, and that's baseline. That's and let's also, this is an opportunity for Lexus to become the flagship and showcase all of what they've been working on with the solid state battery. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, they got the mileage out the solid state battery. They can do probably half of what they would do with a traditional EV, right? For its sizing and packaging. Add a range extender. You looking at creme de la creme. Now you looking at total flagship. You looking at total flagship. What's your thoughts on that, Kenya?
Well, my thoughts on it are it is, for one thing, you might think it's an E-Rev. They haven't said. They haven't given us any specifications, but I absolutely think it's an absolutely dumb idea. I'm sorry. It's a dumb idea. I don't care what you say. Sports cars, electric cars as sports cars is a failing market.
It
Period.
is.
It
Period.
is a horrendously failing market. You want to talk about electric pickup trucks failing? Electric sports cars are really failing.
And that's real.
And for one thing, here's the thing. The LFA was known for what? That high revving 10,000 RPM V10 noise. You don't give them silence and call it the LFA, and you think it's going to be successful? The LFA had a production limit of what? 500, 550 units?
Yep.
You don't have to limit that to 100 for this car, okay? And you might not get all those sold.
But Kenya, let's say, and we're gonna close out in a few, but let's say it's on a basis now of a E-Rev. You understand what I'm saying? It's on that basis, right?
Even if it's an E-Rev. What's the
Kenya,
last E-Rev that's been tried to been sold? Okay, the MX-30 REV. Let's take that for instance. Failed. Doesn't matter what you say. It failed. It wasn't a sports car, but it failed. And as an
Kenya,
electric car, no
E-Revs
matter,
are doing well.
oh,
E-Revs are doing well. Okay, a
we
proper
how
E-Rev would do well.
how can we get numbers on the E-Revs because they're classified as EVs? So do we
Are
have
you
numbers?
talking about the Monster SUV?
Yeah, that's an SUV, and the thing failed. It
Kenya,
had a
come on,
Range Rover
Kenya,
extender,
Kenya,
dude.
Kenya, 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 come
Look,
on, man.
what
Kenya,
what
come on now. You can't compare that.
you
I
can?
love Monster.
It's an
I love
SUV.
no.
It's a
I
part of the
love Monster.
sale.
No. I love I ain't gonna let you do that. But we got to be honest. Monster in that department, they did not put their best foot forward.
I get for the
That
price.
thing's supposed
For
to have a range of at least 600 to 700 miles for that size, and the packaging of that vehicle was more like a coupe,
how is it gonna
a
have
coupe
that
with
much
4 doors.
range? It
Listen,
had
Kenya, the back seat,
a,
nobody can fit in the back seat.
in order
Okay,
to
and that's
have
an SUV.
in order to
And now
have
you
an
comparing,
E-Rev. Hold on a second. as an advantage, you said that it should have had 600, 700 miles of range. That's a lot of range.
It's
For a
possible.
vehicle that size. The battery pack, for one thing, if you're doing to do an E-Rev, you're going to have to cut the battery pack size down if you're going to
Yeah.
do one. Otherwise, you're just going to have a really heavy vehicle. So they did that. And what happened was they did get more range. They got what? 350 miles of range. That's up from like 100 miles of range. And so
That's
that's
that's not
that's
even.
that's about average. I mean, for electric car, it had half the battery pack size that it did before. Instead
Can
of
you
whatever that was, whatever that number was, it was half.
can you come on
And
now?
they use
This
a single rotor range extender for it. Now, that's what they ended up getting.
can you
And I'm
come on
saying
now?
that's the only way it's gonna work. You're not gonna have a full battery pack
Can you
for a E-Rev.
can you come on? I didn't say that. First of all, let's address this issue that you have with Monster. Like Monster
I'm
is a
not
great
being
company.
biased.
No, Monster is a great company, right? And I want to make that clear. I own a Monster. You own a Monster, right? That being said, they did not put their best foot forward when they made that SUV. The
I get
packaging
that. I get
alone,
it.
if it had a traditional engine, an inline four, the packaging of that SUV will not sell, period. It's literally like a coupe with four doors. That's how tight the back seats were. So it was poor packaging. The hybrid, the E-Rail wasn't great. So it was just all around a crappy car. Like legit. Now, if we do it the Toyota right way,
We
then listen, if we do it the Toyota way, hold on, let me get this here. Yeah. Anyway, if we do the Toyota way with the range extender EV, E-Rail, we're looking at 500 miles easy. I can guarantee you that.
does Toyota even have any E-Revs? That's the thing.
Toyota is Toyota. That's all I'm
They
saying.
they
Toyota is
have
Toyota.
they
You
have
cannot.
invested more in hydrogen. They got that. But
No, Kenya. I think you downplaying
the,
the whole issue. And if they
they,
made a traditional hybrid, Toyota's still gonna do it, right?
I agree with you. They know how to do hybrids, but I'm just saying
It's
they
Toyota, man.
haven't tried E-Revs. And here's the thing: for it to work in that car, that LFA that you're looking at, for it to work, they're gonna have to have a 1.2 liter, 3-cylinder,
Yes,
tiny,
yes, yes.
way
I'm not.
less than like
I'm
40
not.
kilograms. It
Yes.
it
Okay. I'm not denying
is
that, and they
because
got it.
is it
It's
on a
and they
skate? It's not on a skateboard chassis. So where is the battery pack gonna go? Because
can you.
it
What
normally,
listen.
if it's not on a skateboard chassis, it goes underneath that hood. Okay, they
No,
got the
no.
same chassis as the GR GT3, which is a hybrid, by the way.
Trust me. I'm going to run my money. Right. Hear me out. And we're gonna close out in a couple of minutes. Hear me out. Toyota has something up their sleeves. And my reputable source says that it's an E-Rail. And I think that's what we're going to do. If we do an E-Rail with Toyota and their flagship, at the minimum, we getting 350 miles of range. Minimum. Right? And it's going to be a beast. Now,
I was gonna ask you one question.
okay, go
No,
ahead.
do you think that in the future, since it's on the same identical platform as the GR GT3, that Lexus will offer eventually a V8 when this thing fails, which it will?
No. And I'm going to tell you why. They might, they might, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you why.
You're gonna be like Dodge.
And we going to segue into my theory. And I think my theory about the placement of the V8, the 4.0 twin turbo V8, is in lieu of Toyota and Lexus understand that a lot of people are bash whores, and nobody who has a Lexus and own the V8, they don't want. Oh, my V8 from my Lexus is in this Toyota. So now Toyota creates a flagship GR GT, the flagship, and they say, "Oh, I share the same V8 with the GR GT flagship. Cool, right? That's gonna trickle down, and it's gonna trickle down to Land Cruiser, and so on and so on. Now that V8 is also going to go into their flagship Lexus products, right? Right, and so they understand this movement and how sedated people are when it comes to branding and being the bass whore and not wanting to be affiliated with poor people, essentially, or what they would say a lecture degree product. They don't want to be affiliated with a Toyota Corolla. They want to be affiliated with only the elite. So let's just understand this. And my theory is they purposely put the V8 in the Toyota so it can trickle down appropriately, right? And if it needs to cross pollinate into Lexus, we can do that. That being said, that's my theory, and my theory ends on this note. I believe this is my theory now, and I'm gonna take this to the bank. Hear me out, Kenyon. What's today? It's December the 6th.
6.
Wallace Noble birthday. It's December the 6th. Mark my words. This is not gonna be a regular EV. It's gonna be an E-Rev, and it's gonna have a ton of power.
I agree with you on a ton of power, but whether or not it's an E-Rev,
It's an E-Rev.
we'll see about that. I think that's
Okay.
speculation because I think that's speculation. I understand what you're saying about the V8 going inside of the Toyota, but I just think that if they do put it inside a Lexus, it'll be at an uprated horsepower level.
I can see that too, but I mean it's still the same V8. Let's be frank, it's the same V8. Even if they upgraded the horsepower, it's gonna like okay. All right, that's it. That's the Ken and Don show. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like and subscribe.
Don't think
Hey,
you won. You ain't win. So
I did win. I won.
you ain't
Right.
win.
So hey, leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell Kenyon that he's wrong with
Nah, we're
every
gonna
take
see.
he has.
We're gonna
Right,
see.
and prove me right in the
We're
comment
gonna see.
section.
You want to place
We
another
will
bet?
respond to your comments immediately. Thank you. The Ken and Don show. Without further ado, I'm done.
I'm Ken. We'll see
And
you
we
next
are
episode.
out.
The Ken and Don Show, the automotive podcast.